Hey there, good morning. Yeah, as you can probably see in my face, it's been a rough ride. Um, yeah, before making today's video, I'm gonna show you a video that I made 6 days ago and then take it from there. Yeah, almost a month ago I thought I'd reached the lowest point and I'd come back up again. And ever since it's just been, well, crash after crash. I don't know how many videos I've made ever since. Yeah, alright, there we go again. But then something held me back. And next day, boom, crash. So, yeah, more nausea, fever, nausea again, fever again. Yeah, it's been excruciating, and I've watched myself kind of, my mind giving way under the weight of such a relentless onslaught. Yeah, I actually shot a little bit of footage of myself where I looked at it and I thought, wow, it's painful. It's even painful for myself to see myself like that. But as I say, I don't want to release that kind of stuff. If things go well, then I'll send out a video tomorrow. My plan is to film myself throughout the day to create the highest possible accountability. Yesterday I reached out to a friend and asked her whether she'd be willing to be my accountability buddy. So I video recorded today as I was going through the day, and yeah, as I was doing that I thought, okay, I could just also simply film that. Yeah, once I've done that a few days in a row, I think I'd be back on track. I mean, I can only show up and do my part. The rest is not even in my hands, right? Because there's absolutely zero guarantee on whether my body cooperates or not. Yeah, it is really tricky. Once one slides down in an energetic hole like that, it is extremely difficult, because it basically requires that I leave everything behind. I forget how many times I've done this. I forget the fact that most probably in a few days, or at most a few weeks, there'll be the next crash. So it requires that I drop into now and just show up now without any expectation, without any basically thinking of any outcome, not being fixated on an outcome, but just doing it. Oh, the light has suddenly changed, eh? Yeah, it's getting dark. Yeah, so that's the plan. I hope you're all well, and I hope my state allows to kick off tomorrow. I mean, I actually kicked off today, but I still had this feeling of who knows. Because there's a certain weird pain of starting and then being knocked down again, and raising my head and being knocked down again, up to the point where I'm like, do I even dare to come up? Yeah, and I don't know, I can't really explain why, but it's almost the thought of doing that over and over and over and over again in public. It's just, Yeah, I said that in one of the last videos. No, I mean, it really gets boring, right? I mean, this guy is just repeating himself over and over again. I mean, what the heck? Obviously, it's not working, whatever he's doing. I mean, well, he should change something about, no, his approach. Well, yeah, what? No. Yeah, as I said, I do my best to show up, and the rest I leave to him. Oh, that was a peacock. Sending you much love from Goa. Wish me luck, and see you tomorrow, inshallah. And as I mentioned in the video, it's happened now so many times in the last few weeks that I thought, okay, I'm coming back up, and boom, then I crashed again. Yeah, this video was filmed 6 days ago, and after that I had a pretty nasty crash. Yeah, it was one night fever, then the next night nausea, and then I think because of utter exhaustion and depletion I got strong headaches, and then I couldn't sleep because the headaches were so intense. And then at some point it just feels like absolute game over, and well, so I'm coming out of that. Yeah, there's something in me that wants to just draw a line, cross that line and not look back. Just let it go, yeah? There was a part of me that wanted to take all the footage of the last few weeks and actually turn it into a video to get a sense of this relentless onslaught, this non-stop raising my head and a new beginning and boom. But then what, right? So I'm trying now again to look forward, to not look back. The big question for me is, it's a question that has arisen in the last few weeks very, very clearly, and that is, how am I going to approach these videos? Because I can't afford to have one more thing that is causing me some amount of pressure, tension, stress, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'll sit with myself today and decide on how am I going to do this, because I think for me the thing is, after having reached a certain level of energy and made certain announcement, for me to crash again so badly in the last few weeks was really an experience of I think failure, I could say, yeah, of failure, and almost like, I don't know, yeah, it's still very difficult to really put my finger on what it exactly is, because it's a mixed bag of emotion. A sense of failure and a bit of shame in there, and I don't know, almost like betrayal or something. I don't know, hypocrisy. I think I've mentioned a few of these things as well. So I think I just need to forget everything, basically start a new journey within the journey, out of I don't know how many hundreds of journeys I've already done. Yeah, and just think of this as a new project, and just take it as it comes, and just be willing to, well, start again from the bottom, basically. Oh, a beautiful, how do you call them? These, a big hornbill just flew past. Sorry. Yeah, because I think it's, yeah, for me it is very, very important that this project actually is something that gives me an anchor point and gives me energy rather than taking energy from me. I also want to thank everyone that reached out to me and sent me messages and to ask how I was, and yeah, who cheered me on. I think it's like, yeah, that's the thing. Like when you're really down, when you're really, really struggling, it doesn't look good, right? It is not glamorous at all. It is messy as hell, right? And yeah, I think that's that's where one gets a chance to really show one's spirit, I guess, right? And yeah, I think the history is full of people who are who were laughed at or ridiculed as long as they were struggling. Everyone perceives them as either ridiculous or delusional or weak or whatnot all. And once they come out of whatever that process is, then suddenly people turn around and say, oh, I always believed in you. I know you got it. I know you had all you needed. And so, yeah, thanks for being here in the rough times. And I hope to be back tomorrow.